Hola YouTubers, Shalom, it's me, Mackie, here with a happier video this time. Those of you who know me or watch my videos, will know that I am adopted. I was adopted in the summer of 1994. It was set up very, very shortly before I was born. So I was never in an orphanage, never in foster care, but I am adopted. And this is going to be a video that is geared towards parents who are looking to adopt, or maybe you're just thinking about it and that's why you're here. If so, cool, rad. I totally support that, obviously. But, I'm going to be coming at this from the side of someone who has not been in foster care and isn't adopting a child who's older. I'm speaking more along the lines of adopting an infant and bringing that infant up in your home from the day they're born. Uh, so I will get right into it. This is going to be some maybe advice for you. Maybe I can answer some questions. I'm planning on making other videos as well about this, which I will upload right after this one is. So let's get into it. Number one is going to be tell your child that they are adopted. Literally, hands down from day one. I know it's scary and it may seem awkward, but if you tell them, it will be normal. They'll understand a lot more. Because I'll give an example. When I was adopted, they told my mother not to tell me until I was 10, and she did not listen to that. She felt that it would have just shocked me, and I would have been very, very upset, possibly angry if she had not told me. Um, which, depending on the child, I feel like you could do more mental damage than others, but I feel that I agree with her that it is best if you just tell your child. A good way to do it, my mom made me a scrapbook with pictures of my parents and like a simple, very, very like appropriate for a small, like 2 or 3 year old uh, story about, what happened. Like, oh, well, there was something wrong with your mom's tummy, and then your birth mom was really, really young, yada, 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 stuff like that. Like, that's a good way to do it. That's how my mom did it. I'd suggest that. But yeah, tell your child, best way to go, hands down. The second piece of advice is know that your child is going to have questions. I mean, obviously they're gonna know they're adopted, but they're gonna ask, what's my birth parent's name, blah blah blah. I would just say be ready to answer them. Be honest. My mom doesn't know that much about my parents because my adoption was kind of like last minute. However, I feel like she and my dad answered close to as much as they could. Um, and again, depending on your situation, you may know the birth parents better, you may not. Whatever the situation may be, just try to answer the questions as honestly as possible and as appropriately as possible for their age. Kids ask questions. Um, just know it's a thing. It's gonna happen. Don't be scared. Like it's pretty much inevitable. um, and then number three is be ready for plans to change. Adoption. Well, this is coming from the process of it. Obviously, I wasn't alive to witness the process of it. This is what I have heard and I have seen in other people. Um, Adoption is a very big deal. You're you're thinking about a ton of different things. Just expect the unexpected, basically. Just know the logistics of it, know the legal aspects of it. Just be prepared for anything and everything. You're gonna have to be approved depending on where you're adopting. It's a somewhat strenuous process, but I will say it is worth it. My mom will say that too, that it is worth it. If you want a child And it is a great, and let me tell you, it is a great help to children. There are a lot of children that need homes, need better homes. It's worth it. Just wait it out, do it, go with the flow. You have to be flexible. Just be prepared to be flexible. Um, and then finally, number 4 is you will be emotional. Adoption is an emotional process. You and the birth parents, I mean, it's a big deal. It's a big decision when someone finds out that a baby is on the way, that a human life is being dealt with. You've got one of those big 3 decisions to make, which is either keep the baby, adopt, or terminate the pregnancy early on. And each of those 3 decisions are monumental, so big deal, life changing, no matter what you do. It, even regardless of whether the child is in your life or not, you're going to get emotional. Just be prepared for that. It's normal. Just, but hang in there. You can do it. Because I feel like I'm a pretty awesome kid. I got placed with awesome as hell parents. Do it. It'll be a good decision. If you're thinking about do it, I advise you to do it. Um, just as one philosopher, Scar, says, if you've seen The Lion King, just be prepared. That's all I have to say. And that's about it. So like, comment, and subscribe if you want. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If anyone else is adopted, if you have any other advice, leave that in the comments. Leave anything in the comments. Emojis, whatever. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts.